All right, guys, the biggest misconceptions out there I see among buyers, and this is based on my interaction with buyers in the field over years and years, talking to you, having interactions and conversations with you. Conventional wisdom can be so far away from what the actual truth is. Sometimes it couldn't be more far apart. It could be a literal 180 degrees away from what actually is the truth. So a few things here for you guys. Number one, the FHA loan is not like the required first-time buyer loan. I don't know why people are hearing or getting that. Back in the day, it used to be a lot better comparatively to conventional because it had a lower down payment percentage. It used to be 3.5% versus conventional conforming was 5% down. And that's excluding zero down loans, but around 2016, 2017, Fannie Mae introduced a 3% down conventional conforming loan. But this is really more credit score related. If you have a credit score in the 600s, there's a greater likelihood that you're gonna go FHA. And I think if you have credit score in the 700s, there's a greater likelihood you'll go conventional, just based on the incentives there. Second misconception I see, saving up. People think they need 20% down or 10% down, 15. You really don't need that much. I've said this on other videos. On average, first-time buyers use about 6 to 7% down. And overall, first-time buyers and repeat buyers combined use about 12 to 13% down. And those numbers are even inflated from the gifts that they receive from their family. But there's a whole lot of ways to escape having to save up a lot of money. You really just want to buy a house. You want to buy real estate and then wait. Take advantage of the home appreciation. Just get in when you're able to. And per my data, last year, 70% of my first-time home buyers didn't even use a down payment of their own. They used a zero down loan or gift from family. Next is mortgage insurance. A lot of people think that's so expensive. You don't even know what your mortgage insurance payment's going to be. It could be really cheap. You don't know until you actually go through an application. We take your credit score and then we quote you on that. And, you say you don't want to pay. Well, guess what? You don't even want to have a mortgage in the first place, but you just don't want to miss out on your equity rise. Next one, 2 years history. A lot of people think they need 2 years of work history before they buy. Not necessarily true. I actually think it's more so like 6 months, because if you're employed as a W-2 wage or salary worker, it's usually going to be about 6 months. They're going to want to see you having consistent history. And if you haven't had really job history before that, got a whole video on just this. Students, you don't even need 6 months because they realize that you were in college. Well, if you take a new job right after that, shows your transcripts, and we're not going to look for much time at all. Paying off the loan. A lot of people think they want to treat this loan like it's student debt and pay it off ASAP. There's a lot of other things that you can be doing with your money that could be more effective with that. That's a conversation you got to have with your financial advisor. I'm not here to give recommendations on what you got to do there. But gifts, you can get gifts from family. A lot of people don't even realize this. They don't even think about it or even ask their family. Doesn't hurt. You can ask the fam. Simple question. All I can say is no. Timing. A lot of people think they're going to be the masters of timing up the loan purchase. Look at all the years where home prices went up in the past 70, 80 years versus when they went down. If there was a timing indicator out there that worked, we would know about it. But basically, for you to think that you think home prices are going to go down in a given year, or it's going to be better to buy another year based on the market, you're basically betting against the champ. Credit pull, got another whole video just on this. Everybody thinks that's going to sink their credit score. I don't know where people get that conception that every credit pull reduces their credit score. Not true at all. People think you have to have good credit to buy a home. Got yet another video on just this. All right, you don't need credit to be great necessarily. You just need credit. All right, they're not asking for you to be Dave Ramsey or Susie Orman. Spring, a lot of people think that you got to go out and buy a house in the spring. That's the best time to buy. I got another video on that again. There's a lot of my channel, guys. So this is a good video of me showing you where all these different things are. And you just need one house, okay? The spring, probably gonna see more opportunities out there, but in the spring, you're also gonna have to deal with more competition. So all it takes is one. Your dream home could pop up in December or August or April. You never know. A lot of people will tell me that they think that they saw that the rates are high. Well, compared to the post-housing crash economy for about 10, 15 years in COVID, yes, they're higher than that. But based on the past 50 years, these rates in the 6s and 7s that you're seeing out there, these are pretty normal. And then the tax deduction. People don't know how much money you're actually going to get back from the government in a lot of instances after you file your tax return. And if you're going to use the itemized deduction, this mortgage interest and property taxes and state income taxes that you're paying could get you a much bigger write-off than you taking the standard deduction. So that's one for you to go talk to about with your CPA. Everybody's situation is different. But guys, I have links to all of those topics I just pressed on. I basically got links to every single one of those in a video format explaining that concept deeper. Guys, it doesn't cost anything to apply for a loan. All you got to do is text me, apply to 703-508-4783, and I'll get you hooked up with the link. We can talk about it first. Obviously, I want to hear about your situation before sending you into that. And also, first-time buyers, I'd highly recommend you head over to my playlist section and check out my first-time buyer playlists. It's like the Guiding Your Mortgage, Learn Mortgage in an Hour series, and then there's a newer one coming here in a bit. But that's it, guys. Comment if you have any questions on any of that. You can always reach out to me, email, text, and I will see you on the next video. Thank you.